Dear lord, that thing is fucking ridiculous. Oh my lord. Alright. Hey guys, it's Beth. I'm in the same exact recording, session as before. So, okay, first of all, I've realized that I was wrong. And look at that, I have not, actually gained level ups. Okay, that's fine. We'll deal with that in a second. We might be able to deal with that. Also, look, these frickin' crew weapons work perfectly for Ahsoka's double lightsabers. I'm so happy about that. I'm in the same, recording session as I was, prior. So, in the prior episode. So I'm still tired and my brain is broken and don't work. However, I don't know what the however was there for. Yeah, I don't know, actually. The however was there, but I don't know why. Hello, Spire. I'm gonna quickly grind some guys. Nope, that's a bad way of putting that, Beth. You don't even like men. Well, most of the time. Sometimes I like men. I don't know, it depends. Did I really not level up? That's stupid. Would it have actually been better for me to not win immediately? That way I could gain a level up. Yes, it would have been. Flippin' A. I'm gonna get rid of these. I'm gonna keep the surf. Oh shoot, I can't even use that tech lab for my level up anymore, because by the time the storm gets here, I still won't be leveled up. Gosh darn it. Okay. Is there anything I can get in here? No, because I haven't leveled up. Doi! I am apparently the dumbest woman alive. I don't know why I have, like, the inability to think sometimes. Like, sometimes my brain just don't work so good. But that's not where I want it to be. Whoa, 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 whoa. That just did not send me where I thought it would. Yeah, I don't know about that. Weird. Okay. Here's the thing. I have medkits, and it's fairly early, so the storm, I think we level up from the storm, and then we can just ride right on in, and then we can ride right on out. Sure can. The fact that that works is stupid. Okay, where's the nearest one? There you are. Okay, so we'll just make that. I wish I had another Star Wars glider that was, like, good. I suppose if I bought Anakin, I could have, like, the Jedi Interceptor one. That probably would have been a good idea, but he was pretty expensive, so I don't really, like... I didn't want to get them, because they don't have any alt styles. Like, the Ahsoka I got for free. I don't know how I got this for free, I'm not sure what it was in. But, like, I have her, which I'm pretty happy about, because I love Ahsoka. I still say that live-action Ahsoka looks a little uncanny to me. But at the same time, that's kind of like... That's kind of the charm of Star Wars, isn't it? Huh. Ah, well. All I have to do now is find the Dash friends. Okay, I have no clue where I'd be able to find Dash characters right now. Oh, wait, you might be a purple. Yeah, I'll take the purple. Are there any, shrines that I could go to? Why did my entire body shake there? What the heck? Alright, well. I think my body's falling apart at the seams. Sorry, chat. No more me. Uh-oh. Okay. Gotta look for the orange friends. Orange friends. Just gotta find... Oh, there's a shrine. Ah, there's one. Come hither. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I have not seen anyone use those dashes at all. There's like 500 mobility items in the game right now, and that is the most limited. Like, I don't get it. Like, you have much better options, so there's really no purpose. It's sad. Because I do like the sprites. They're fun. They're just cute little guys. I don't need anything here. Have I hit I have hit everything. Hell yeah. With a pistol or sniper rifle? Well, good thing I have a pistol. There I go. I can finish another daily quest before anything. I love that for me. That's the thing, is I always try to, like, knock out my weekly quests as soon as I can. Because, like, I like doing quests. I like seeing numbers go up. I like getting XP. That way I can finish my battle pass. Oh, I see a person. Hello, friend. Would you like to be friends? Friends let me drink their blood, so I think you have to give me those. Thank you. I would like to thank you for my blood infusion for the day. They're like stood straight up like army soldiers. Okay, bud, back up. The Force Birds. Everyone knows Ahsoka's a famous ability of Force Birds. Miles Morales! I'm dead. Hell yeah. If you showed this to someone in the 90s, they'd shit their pants immediately. Okay, get rid of that. I may be a sucker for Street Fighter, but goddamn do I appreciate some good old classic Mortal Kombat. It's a shame, like, most of my friends, like, you know, Randy loves Mortal Kombat 9, 10, 10 and 11, or I guess 9 and 10. He's sort of mixed on 11. No, to be fair, I think we all are. You know, like, I have friends who like modern Mortal Kombat. I wish I had friends I could play, like classic Mortal Kombat with, because there's some cool stuff there. I think they have cool designs and stuff, and, like, characters, but unfortunately, since it's kind of slow, a lot of people don't want to play old Mortal Kombat. I've tried before with friends, like, using a souped-up PlayStation Classic, but they weren't super into it, which is fair. There were better fighting games at the time, like, you know, a lot of the Street Fighters were faster and, like, looked nicer, frankly, because digitized characters didn't exactly age too well. And then there was stuff like, you know, JoJo's Venture, which is fucking not only super fun and looks super good, but still, like, holds up today. It's almost like not being an arena fighter really helps an anime fighting game out. If only they'd stop fucking making them. It works for Dragon Ball Budokai, and that's it. And frankly, based on Sparking Zero's performance, I don't even know if it works for that anymore. I think as soon as people got used to the fact that, oh hey, you can make good anime fighting games, you don't need garbage arena fighters, I think people stopped caring. Like, as soon as we got fighters, I think people were like, holy shit, like, you can have a good anime fighting game? And then suddenly, you know, in spite of the fact that, you know, fighters exists, instead Bandai Namco insists, like, no, we must make the JoJo fighting game an arena fighter. No, we must make the My Hero fighting game an arena fighter. We must. No, you don't. You don't. It's not a must. It's a, you're insane. They don't control well. They don't play well. They're rarely balanced. Like, how do we get to this point? I really don't know. It makes me sad. Like, do you know how much it sucks seeing fucking Hunter x Hunter and fucking Marvel get anime fighting games before My Hero, and then you see My Hero is getting another garbage One's Justice game? It's just like, why? What are we even doing at this point? Why are we fucking trying? It's like, is there a reason for this, or are you just doing this for the lulz at this point? Because I've played One's Justice 1 and 2. They're not good games, I can tell you that. Fuck, like, One's Justice doesn't even have, like, good character models. Like, they're fine, but, like, the fact that One's Justice barely runs on the base Xbox One is ridiculous because of how much nothing is going on there. It's like, I get it nowadays, like, they were trying to be consistent, you know, to have it be disappointing just like the ending, but, like, seriously. Like, you couldn't put a little bit of effort in? Plus, that was, like, during the Overhaul arc, like, That was back before we were disappointed. I mean, to be fair, it started being disappointing about after the Culture Festival, but, like, you know, we still had a couple good runs there, and, you know, Dark Deku was really good and fun. Well, I guess fun's not the right word, but you, like, understand what I mean. Like, why are we in a spot where... Like, why? And I just gotta beat someone to death with my fans. That's not me saying, like, oh, 3D fighting games can never work. It's just that if you have a 3D fighting game, and, like, an arena fighting game, you have to, like, even just a 3D fighting game, like the Mortal Kombat games did during the PS2 era, like, you have to, like, be on guard. Because honestly, I feel like it's more common for those to be, like, at best, mediocre. Like, the fact is, I enjoy bad fighting games occasionally, you know, like I play ones Justice occasionally, because I think it's fun. And, you know, one of my favorite fighting games of all time is an arena fighter, Pokken Tournament. And that's actually good! How did you let Pokemon do something better than you? Like, I don't know. I feel like in most situations, 2D fighters, there's a lot less you can get wrong. I feel like there's a pretty tried and true formula for those now. And nowadays, arena fighters is just like, okay, do we want this to be like a balanced fighting game? They rarely are. Or do we want it to be a sandbox that's completely unbalanced and you basically only get a chance to play like one character? Which is what it typically is. And here's the thing, even in anime fighting games, they're always like, oh, you can't, like, scale everyone down to be on different levels. It would be weird to have, like, you know, Yamcha fight Jiren or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm pretty sure Fighters has already explained a good way of doing this, which is literally just, like, have it be, like, a godly limit put in place, where it's just like, yeah, it's reliant based on, like, skill and moves as opposed to, you know, just, you know, just higher numbers. I don't know. Like, Fighters put everyone at the same level, that way you could, like, actually play everyone. I'm like, yes, there were very clearly broken top tiers. That's the case in every fighting game. In every fighting game, there's going to be one character who plays the game better than anyone else. That's just how it is. Like, we haven't had, like, a fucking Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Cabal in a long time. Like, we rarely have top tiers that are so top tier that they just are playing a different game. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of get disappointed by a lot of modern fighting games, which is upsetting because, like, you know, even mediocre 2D fighting games are pretty good. Like, you know, Mortal Kombat 1 is a great example of just, like, that's a very mediocre game. It barely functions. But, like, well, no, it doesn't barely function. It's just barely a game. It has next to no content. That's its main issue. Hell, that's its only issue. It's like, it's a really good base. It's just they didn't build on that base at all. It has less combat than Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe from fucking, like, what, 2006? like, guys, I'm sorry, but, you know, at a certain point, you kind of just, like, you can't, I feel like that's been a big issue for fighting games recently, too, is just, like, Street Fighter 5 had a rough launch, Street Fighter vs. Tekken had a terrible everything, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was rushed to all hell and back, and then you all have, like, fucking, Street Fighter 6, which, like, that's actually pretty good, but it's also still lacking content all these years later after its introduction. Like, why is it so hard for people to make... Like, why are we still rushing video games? Why is this still happening? Like, people have seen how long games can run if you put time and effort into it, right? Like, fuck, people, like, hate, like, Destiny and Fortnite and stuff like that, but it's just like, you know, they put time and effort into their releases, and Destiny's been going on since the Xbox 360 at this point. Like, I'm pretty sure Destiny 2 started on the 360, and they eventually just had to stop supporting it. Is that accurate? I forget. I don't know. But, like, games can last a while if you put the time and energy into them. You can't just say, oh man, I want our game to last decades, and then you decide, you know what, actually, I'm not even gonna support a game for like 3 years. Or fuck, even a full 2 years for Mortal Kombat 1. It's just like, how? How do you expect anything to happen? This is supposed to be your relaunch of the game series, and then you decide, like, you know what, how about instead of adding, like, you know, new versions of our original characters, let's just add in the most boring crossover characters possible. And also, we're going to, just have a smaller roster than Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. Like, that is, like... You know, unfortunate thing is, like, whenever a game series is like, okay, we're going to reinvent ourselves, we're going to reboot, and, you know, we're gonna make it modern for the new era, it's just an excuse for them to cut content. And it's just like, it always happens. It's ridiculous. Like, people, like, they need to stop doing this. But, like, seriously, they're like, okay, we're gonna reboot Mortal Kombat. Everything is going to be super sick and cool. And then they decided, okay, so what that means is we're going to have as much of a base roster as the first Mortal Kombat. It's, what? No. Don't do that. Do you know how many characters were in your previous fucking reboot, Mortal Kombat 9? Quite a lot. And you had crossover characters there, too, that were good. In fact, that was the first time you got crossover characters. And they were great. Hell, Freddy Krueger was literally top 5 in that game. And he felt like he fit perfectly, stylistically, as opposed to just, you know, putting in the fucking Terminator, Homelander, and Omni-Man. It's just like, you're just putting things in that are popular for, like, you know, like, I'm sorry, but the Boys is popular for people who just really, really, like, they really liked Snyder Superman, and they were like, clearly every character should be this. The Boys is for people who really like the Punisher, and you're, like, kinda weirded out being around them. And then Invincible is for, like, just weird Spider-Man fans. Okay, that's mean. I'm going to retract my statements. Like, you can like those things. I know that Evan really likes The Boys, but, like, a lot of people, like, I don't know why those things have become so popular, because they really do just, they're just, like, they're a symptom of the fact that comics couldn't have blood for a while. And dear Lord, okay, actually, I'm going to say one thing right now. If you like The Boys comics, then all of my criticisms go to you, because if you like The Boys comics, I'm pretty sure you're just a bad person. Like, that is just horrifying. At any moment, there could be a Boys comic fan around you. Well, that's not true, because there's, like, 3 of them, and they're all weirdos, but, like, you know how it is. But it's just like, okay, Conan the Barbarian, Ghostface, and the Terminator, the one that people like less. Okay, number 1. The Terminator and Conan the Barbarian are specifically picks that are because the developers are of a generation that grew up with Conan the Barbarian on TV and nothing more. And by the developers, I mean, like, the lead. Like, you know, the people who have been around forever since the first Mortal Kombat. Because, you know, that is the most... Your dad likes this piece of media of all time. Conan the Barbarian. And, you know, I'm fine with Ghostface because, you know, we've always had horror movie characters in. And honestly, I think that's completely reasonable. I don't think they fit as well as some of their other horror movie characters that they've added. Specifically, like, I feel like Jason and Freddy Krueger fit a lot better. And then with, like, the Xenomorph and Predator, it just, like, you were like, oh, that perfect sense for Mortal Kombat. Like, I feel like just Ghostface and Leatherface kind of don't fit as well. But, you know, I don't hate it. It makes sense, and it's something they've done since Mortal Kombat 9. I don't see an issue with that. What I do see an issue with is just, like, half of the added roster just being fucking evil Superman. It's just like, okay, cool. So, like, did you want to add these characters, or was this just, like, one of your interns was like, yo, these things are super Mr. White, these new evil Supermen, they're really cool. And they're like, yes, our intern that's, like, you know, a child at heart despite being 40, this is what they need. This is what we need to bring in the youths. No. Got a #1 victory royale. And it was me complaining about Mortal Kombat. Hell yeah.